Welcome to Bill's Bridge Class Number 8, Raising Partners Major, Part 1, and Hand Evaluation, Part 2, Saturday, April 13th, 2013. Hand Evaluation when Raising Partner. Judging the trick-taking power of a hand when you and your partner have a fit are the nuts and bolts of bridge. You have a fit for a major suit. 3 cards is enough because your partner is assumed to have a 5-card suit. Most teachers will tell you to start with starting points and then add as follows. For a doubleton, add 1 point. For a singleton, add 3 points. And for a void, add 5 points. I prefer a different approach, and I'll tell you why as we go forward. I prefer the Bergen hand evaluation, and this is it. Add 1 point for each doubleton. That's the same. Add 2 points for a singleton if you have 3 trump. If you have 4 or more trump, add 3 points. With a void, add 1 point for each trump that you possess. The total is a little smaller. I'll also add, or actually subtract, 1 point if you have 4-3-3-3 distribution. No doubleton or singleton or void, and only 3-card trump support. That's really kind of minimal hand. There are other hand evaluations out there as well, and I could get into them, but I won't at this point. What you do is you start with your dummy points. Assume your partner has a minimum of 13 points for his opening bid. And remember the key break points, 26 points total between partnership for game, 33 for a small slam, 37 for a grand slam. Now remember the following rule. You must support with support. It's a rule you should never break. With 4-card support for a major suit, you must immediately raise, either directly or via some conventional bid. With 3-card support, you may choose to temporize, but you should raise on the second round. Don't leave your partner hanging. You must make a forcing bid on the first round and then raise on the second round. That's it in a nutshell. Now I'm going to make a disclaimer here as to why I prefer the Bergen approach and Bergen raises. Bergen raises are included in my schedule of raises because Bergen raises are based on the law. If you prefer not to use Bergen raises, I've covered the standard responses separately. In fact, you'll see 2 different sets of responses. The first set is standard and the second is with Bergen raises. Marty Bergen's system is based around the law of total tricks. If you believe this strategy, you will appreciate the value of Bergen raises. In simple terms, the law says you are safe in bidding the number of trump you and your partner hold together. So knowing the number of trump you and your partner hold is critical in bidding. I have covered the law in blog postings December 25th and 26th of last year and March 12th of this year. I'll cover it again soon. Before we get into the actual raise structure, I want to cover a couple of things that you should know about bridge as a whole. The rules of duplicate bridge say that any bid that is not natural, that has a partnership understanding that might be unknown, must be announced in the form of an alert. In other words, you can't psych your opponents. You can't have any secret convention. Generally accepted common conventions may have ranges or treatments. They have to be announced. On the ACBL convention card, alerts, which must be alerted and explained, are shown in red. Items requiring an announcement are shown in blue. Items requiring neither are in black. Here is a sample convention card. From time to time, we're going to be reviewing or making reference to certain parts of this card. Now this next screen is going to take a while to cover, and it's probably one you want to print off and save. On the far left side, we have the number of trump you have, 3, 4, or 5 or more. The first column is so-called standard responses. The second is the one I prefer with Bergen raises. Choose the one you like. Just be sure your partner plays the same game. A single raise shows 3-card support and 6 to 9 points. That's the same with when you play Bergen raises. However, with standard responses, you're allowed to bid a single raise with 4-card support, with the dummy support points add up 6 to 9 points. Bid a new suit or one no trump, and then raise shows 10 to 12, or a new suit and then jump to game is 13 to 15. The same is true when you use Bergen raises. With one footnote, if you play forcing no trump and 2 over 1, you need to be a little careful if your forcing no trump is semi-forcing and partner may be allowed to pass 1 no trump. Then, with 11 or 12 points in a singleton or void and 3-card support, you may choose to bid 3 diamonds, forcing opener to bid again. That's if you play semi-forcing only, which I recommend. The jump raise with Bergen raises allows you to jump with as little as 2 points with 4-card support. The reason, the law of total tricks. If you have 4-card support, your partner has 5, you have at least 9 between you. You're safe, quote, safe at the 3 level, so do it. The jump raise in the standard system is invitational, shows 4-card support and 10 to 12. It may show 3-card support if you agree to it with a feature such as a singleton or a void. Bergen raises are the nuts and bolts of this system. 3 clubs and 3 diamonds both show 4-card support. 3 clubs shows 7 to 10 points, and 3 diamonds shows 10 to 12. Notice that because of the law of total tricks, you're assured to have a 9-card fit, so you should be safe in both of these bids. The jump raise to game in standard system shows 4 to 9 card points, singleton or void, and 4 or more trump. It's very similar with Bergen raises. A raise to game shows 3 to 10 plus shape, which is the same thing. But it could be as low as 3, notice. And a raise to game 3 to 10 with 5-card support. Splinter bids are very specific in both systems. It shows specifically 13 to 16 points, a singleton or void in the suit bid, and 4-card or more in support. Jacoby 2 no trump is used by both systems, shows 4-card support and opening hand or better. That's it in a nutshell. Tomorrow, what's going to happen after you've been raised? See you tomorrow.